Hi, welcome back to Live Deep, which has somehow somehow begun. I've managed to begin the Nurse Mask YouTube channel instead of the YouTube channel that I had originally planned. But they kind of fit well together because one thing that Live Deep was supposed to be about was making do with what you have. Um, Calvin Coolidge, great quote from the Depression: use it up, wear it out, make it do or do without. Well, do without is not an option for the nurses right now, and or any caregiver or first responder or firefighter or police officer or anybody who's going to be encountering anyone who's been issued an N95 and told try to keep this clean because it might be the only one you get for a while. You guys all need covers for those if you can get them. And while there's an army of crafters out there trying to get them made for you, then there's going to be shipping and there's going to be time spent in all of that. And so what I'm trying to do is enable you to, from quarantine, from self-isolation, try to be able to make what you need. So I have made a few assumptions, but I've tried to limit them. There's a lot of assumptions out there sort of packed into the idea that you can make yourself a mask. One of the assumptions is that you have a printer. I'm going to try to work around that assumption and say, okay, even if you don't have a printer, let's try to find a way to make make it possible for you to make this mask. Here's my assumptions. You have to have a needle and thread. Have to. I can't work around it. But you could have a tent repair kit, or you could have a stocking stuffer that somebody gave you 5 years ago and you shoved it in the back of your drawer or something like that. Anything. Hell, it could be a suture kit. Anything that you can get that's just a needle and thread. If you can get it, let's do it. The other assumption that I have is that everybody has a pillowcase. Just a plain cotton pillowcase. I'm not using any particular size. I'm not using any particular color. It's just not flannel. It's just a regular pillowcase. And the other assumption that I have is that you're going to have a few other random items laying around the house. Shoelaces. You got a pair of old kid shoes, shoelaces. You got a pair of, shoes that you used to pick up dog mess in the yard with. Go grab the shoelaces out of those. Maybe wash those ones first, just for fun. But after they're washed, grab them. Other things that we might use instead of shoelaces, if you have just some thin ribbon. A ribbon would work lovely. And I know that most responders have some sort of a flexible measuring tape. And then I'm going to ask you to try to get creative here and figure out where you can get a clear straight edge. If it can't be clear, that's fine. It can be the edge of a notebook. It can be my clear straight edge is going to be the front protective cover of my day planner. So, and by the way, my day planner, my quote for the year was, if you wish to make an apple pie from scratch, you must first invent the universe, which is Carl Sagan. So here we go. We're going to live deep. We're going to invent the universe. You might want to bring some binder clips with you if you don't have any sewing pins. Or you can also use a stapler if you have a stapler. And I do need you to have some scissors. I'm guessing that everybody's got some bandage scissors or some sort of sharp scissor that's going to get us through this fabric neatly. And you're also going to need a pencil. I like a colored pencil so that you guys can see what I'm doing a little bit better. Yours doesn't have to be a colored pencil. It can just be a regular pencil. So here we go. We're going to invent the universe.